Welcome to Barbara in her bathrobe. Welcome to yourself in any condition, with any amount of clothes on or not. With awareness of this moment, centering yourself in this moment, however you do that. One way of doing that is to connect with how our breath feels coming in through our nose, into our chest, bringing it down into our bellies, exhaling, letting everything go that we don't need. Feeling where your hips touch the chair or maybe the bed if you're lying down. Kind of do your hip flexion, extension back and forth. As you find that seat in the world. Where are you sitting in the world? Where are you connected to the earth with that sense of solidity and support? A sense of I've got you. Wherever you are, whoever you are, and whatever you look like. I became aware yesterday, a reminder of how we see our bodies. There's so much in the world that media, advertisement, capitalism that tells us that our bodies aren't thin enough, aren't strong enough, aren't young enough, aren't something. Some other not enoughness. And right now, I want to invite you to seeing your body as perfect and extraordinary, exactly the way it looks right now. Complete with rolls around your belly if you have any of those beautiful rolls. Complete with wherever your mind goes when you think of looking at your body, maybe naked in front of the mirror. And how to shift that if you don't enjoy, if you can't manage to shift your eyes to the gaze of love. Can you imagine your eyes looking at yourself through maybe how your beloved sees you? And they say, "Oh, you're so beautiful." Maybe they don't say that. Imagine them saying that. Envision yourself with having eyes of love that just beam out love, starting with yourself, starting with all of the wrinkles, the warts, the pimples, look at yourself with a magnifying glass and say, man, you are extraordinary. Imagining eyes of love in your body, what that feels like to be gazed upon with total acceptance. Your mind may go to a sense of lack, a sense of it's not important what I look like. or something like that. And there's that. Yeah, it's not important. And how would it be if my eyes were just had little love beams on them and could just drink myself up? Like oh, you're so cute. And saying each of your names out loud. Saying, oh, Rhonda, you're so cute. You're so beautiful. And um, offering compassion if there's a voice that comes up that denies your evaluation. Thinking there's some kinds of safety in not accepting those compliments with the love that they're intended. So allow yourself to gaze on yourself with eyes of love and to look at our beloveds. You're so beautiful. I see you and I just see absolute beauty. So you can start to understand maybe when you look at your people that you love, friends that are just so precious to you. Maybe if I can see them that way, that maybe I can see myself that way. This is not a demand. This is not another thing that you're not doing right. This is just an invitation. Breathe into that possibility. Now look at a stranger. I have a practice of finding pictures or beautiful women in their 70s and 80s and saying, oh, you're just so beautiful, just to know that I can see age is incredibly beautiful and I can practice, right? And to imagine this world. How would it be for you and me if all beings in the world could see themselves as extraordinarily beautiful? Not more or less beautiful than any other person, but just beautiful in your own body, your own face. Just to let that beauty. Clothes sometimes freak people out. Having to decide what clothes are socially acceptable, much less beautiful, right? And I keep on coming back to this invitation to myself to find my eyes of love. Start that gaze with myself, and if that's too difficult, look at our beloveds. Look at a Google Learn Bacall. Something like that. Or just a woman or a man who's spent their life hiking up mountains in the Himalayas. How they reflect the patterns of the rocks. Oh, we can see their faces is so beautiful. So as we bathe ourselves in this loving kindness, vision of beauty meditation, offer the benefits of our practice to not only ourselves, not only ourselves will benefit, but everybody that we see today. And all beings will feel this tremendously powerful eyes of love. And all beings will benefit. Thank you. Thanks for joining us.